Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's Comic-Con week. Very excited. Going to be there in just a few days. Going to be covering a ton of booths, putting up a lot of content so you guys can see everything that is on display, or most of what's on display. Can't cover everything. It's huge. But we'll cover a lot of things. And as always, I take requests while I'm there. So just hit me up on the video. Ask me if there's something you want to see closer, or if there's something I didn't cover, I'll try to get it covered. But I wanted to do something different as we're in our last week here before Comic-Con. And taking a look at a Hot Toys product. We haven't looked at a Hot Toys product in a while, mostly because they're expensive. We don't get everything for free on this channel, like you might think we do. We do get some samples, and we usually let you guys know by putting a logo on the corner of that company. Otherwise, it's stuff we buy, and some of this stuff is very expensive. I got this at retail. I think it was about $300 for this set. This was the deluxe version of the I Am Groot set. If you weren't familiar with this, it was based on the Disney Plus mini stories, and they had Groot and all his various little fanfare here. And this is all life-size. He's a lot smaller than I thought he was. I thought he was like, I don't know, maybe 2 feet, but he's only like about a foot. But Baby Groot is only like this tall. I thought he was more up here, but I guess it's hard to gauge from the film, but it is accurate if you think about him sitting on his shoulders. This deluxe version, the big difference here is it has the pajamas from the Groot scene where he's dancing with the Mimic, and it has the Mimic. So you get those extra characters in this box set. You can see here, it's just this giant box basically, and it has all the little items on the inside. We'll be checking that out in just a moment. But pretty cool, pretty excited about this set. I really liked how he looked in those little shorts. And this gives you a lot between the tree Groot and the dance-off Groot. And then you also get the Groot from the final episode where he's making the picture, I think, because that sketch comes in here as well. So, I mean, it's all the same Groot, really. So we're going to check all that out as we open this guy up. All right, here we go. I'm not going to give you any spoilers of the show because there shouldn't be any spoilers. This came out last year. There was another season this year, so we're going over characters from last year's episode series. So we have Groot here, and you can see in the front the first accessories are from when he was on that planet with the mud that helped him grow different, it's not body hair, but foliage. So he has all that. This is the picture from the finale. Although it doesn't have like real rocket hair on there, but it does include that. He made it here, so that's pretty cool. Check it out. He's got these little cucumbers to put on his eyes, and he has different facial expressions. And here's Groot, like I said, a lot smaller than you would think. He's only about a little over 11 inches, but that is actually the size of Baby Groot. So funny, I always thought he was a little bit bigger. In the back, you can see that there are some additional accessories here, so I'll just kind of break them out of the box so you can see it. And it's kind of weird how they're packaged, and that's what I wanted to show you. This Groot comes in a little bag, like he's a hanger on a shelf. But this is the Mimic Groot that comes along with it as well. So kind of weird how they have him packaged in there, like he's for a display hanger, but he's only in this box. And then you have the Groot pajamas, and the Groot pajamas also come in this little card bag. Once again, this one doesn't look like you would sell it individually, but this honestly, this just seems like a figure that you would just package, put a barcode on, and sell on the shelf at a comic shop. So kind of weird that he was only in this set boxed that way. So why don't we start taking this guy apart now and checking out his little accessories. All right, here's our little guy here, and he looks adorable. I mean, first of all, he looks very, very screen accurate and lifelike, which is kind of cool. You can see the character all the way around here. He's got little sprout on his head, and they give you little sprouts to stick throughout his body, and they kind of tell you where they go, and there's a lot of them here, and I don't think I want to take them out right now, just because that looks like a lot of work. But there are little plugs around his body if you want to have little sprouts sticking out to add a little bit more depth to the character. But they have a lot of fun accessories. We're going to check these out. Some of them, like the cucumbers here for the scene where he's sort of bathing in the mud, are magnetic, and they will stick to the eyes, which is really cool. So they give you that look like they're just kind of hanging on there if you want them just kind of hanging out in his mud bath. And they will stick on there, which is really neat. They also have a magnetic mustache for that scene where he came out in his like tough guy look. And that just kind of sits on his... I think above his nose here, somewhere. At least that's what the instructions say. Maybe it's a different face that it works on. I'll check that out here in just a second. But yeah, so he has a couple magnetic accessories. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, the more stern face. So let's grab the stern face. Maybe it's only on certain faces. We have a stern face here, right here, and we'll see if this one has more of a magnetic pull to it than the other one. Yep, this one definitely does. So right away, you can see that has a more stern look to it. So the way the faces switch is you have this little perforation in the front, or you could get the head and you just kind of wiggle it back and forth, and then you can put. I know, don't look at Faceless Groot. It breaks the reality of it. You could just pop the other one in here with a little bit of effort. You need to line it up, and then you should be able to just push it real good. No, it's just not working for me. These things never work when I'm doing them on camera. Like if I'm off camera practicing, they will work. There we go. Okay, so there's the face, and that's on there. There's one other face. It's more of a stoic look. Let me grab that face here. And then we have all the bits and pieces pertaining to the different plant looks he has. They call one the Poodle and the other one the Hercules. So we'll try both of those in just a second. But you could put the faces on here. You get that snap in. He's got more of a neutral look that way. So on the articulation, we get the shoulder joint there, you have that elbow, you have the wrist. I mean, really nice range of articulation, really natural looking. They did a good job sort of hiding those joints. You have his head here, his neck, a little bit more motion there. The body isn't going to bend much. It has a little tilt forward and back, but it's kind of solid at the waist, so no turning at the hip. You do have a nice rotation here at the upper thigh, and then at the knee, and then the feet. So it's a nice base of movement here, and additional on the leg. So a lot of good articulation. You're going to get some good poses here, like if he's holding his drawing, which I'm going to keep in this little envelope for now because I don't want to destroy it. You can see the glitter on there, the googly eyes. I love that touch. But he could do his hold on the hold of the illustration. I think he's got better hands for that. Let's see. Yeah, he does. He has fists. Those are the only other hands they gave him, so you're going to have to manipulate between these two. But he could do the hold the drawing sort of pose, which I kind of love from that last episode right there. So that's always fun to be able to include that. So they have, like I said, there's two sort of styles for him. There's something called the Poodle, where it gives you this rather large head of hair. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is the Hercules. We'll start with the Poodle. The Poodle gives you this rather large head of hair, and I think you're just supposed to kind of slip it on the top of him. I think he's more of a goofy look on this one, so I'm going to switch his head to the goofy version of Groot, or we'll just call it the happy version of Groot. And then it just kind of slips on the top. I don't think it looks good with the stoic stare. And of course, after I finally get this thing snapped in, it doesn't want to snap out. It's really fighting me. Yeah, that one is in there. You can't remove that little sprout that's stuck on his head. Ouch, I almost pinched my hand. So yeah, so with the Poodle here, as they call it, you want to first grab the hair, and it just kind of slips on the head, I guess. There's nothing special about it. It seems to be like this. That's it. It of course comes down a little bit more, but that's really easy. I appreciate that. And it's just a little rubbery, so they don't have to I like it being a soft rubber because then I don't have to fight it as much as a hard rubber piece, which is way less forgiving. So this one will come down and give you that Poodle style that he has here. So you can see him in the Poodle look that he's pulling off. And then the last part is going to be adding the little arms and leg pieces that they give you here. And he also has a body section. I'm not really sure how to put that on, but I'm assuming like you have to take him apart. Let's see. Yeah, you can see the reason they call this the Poodle is because of the tail here. So that sticks up there. So what I think they want you to do is pull him apart completely and reassemble him when he's inside this this Poodle position, because there's no way to sort of get him in there So I think they want you to pull him apart, or at least the hands. And I don't think you could pull the shoulder joints out. So let's pull these out. We'll pull these off here. Oh boy, it seems like a lot. All right, we're gonna do a quick cut and I'll have it to it because I gotta figure this out really quick. All right, and through the magic of editing, we have our Poodle Groot. This took a little bit of effort to get him in there, but you can see I love how he turned out. It's got a very unique look to him with all those different grass parts on him. Basically, the hands come apart, the shoulders come apart, the body comes in half, the head comes off, the bottom of the legs come off, allowing you to slip all these different parts on to create this wonderful look of Poodle Groot. With his little happy-go-lucky face on there, he could definitely get up to some antics. Whoop. Whatever he wants. Oh, the legs come off too. Look at that. I didn't know that. But you put too much weight on them and they will start to come apart. So everything is sort of on a ball joint and everything snaps in fairly easily and comes apart fairly easily. So you could take this guy apart and rearrange him several times. You could also make him Poodle Groot with the cucumbers on the eyes too. A lot of fun. So you could add that extra dimension if you wanted to his look. So why don't we take a quick look at him as Hercules Groot just to see him in his tough guy pose. All right, well that took a little bit of effort, but this is Hercules Groot. And as you can see, he has a little bit of different features than Poodle Groot. First of all, the central body. These arms are completely tooled. These are not soft rubber pieces like we saw with the Poodle attachments. This is an actual arm piece, and it's sitting in sort of like a vest-like structure here that he has that goes on his back, and the arm locks in here, and then it covers up the arm from the front, so you just see this smooth look, which I really appreciate from Hot Toys here, of not breaking the reality that there's a joint there and that there's this hard rubber plastic piece. So that's there. This part is the soft rubber that goes on his head. And then of course I showed you the magnetic mustache feature that works with this face. Then he's got this little chest piece, like chest hair leaves. This just kind of sits on top here and clips on and rolls down the front here. But then you get this great Hercules pose of, what they're calling it, with this little pompadour type of style here. I really like it. It's a tough look for Groot. And it's, you know, seamless all the way around. So a lot of nice attention to detail there by Hot Toys. And then he just looks very, very realistic. Great for photos, great for display. Absolutely love how this turned out. So I want to get over to his final pose and check him out in the pajamas with the, I think it's called Uwala or something like that, the Mimic, and see how he looks in that for the deluxe edition. So this would be where the standard edition ends, and now we're going to add on a couple of features. And here is your final Groot, Dance Off Groot. And if I'm being honest, this is why I bought this set. I think he just looks amazing. They did a great job with the pajamas, being able to get him in there. You actually keep all his parts on. You just take off his extremities here, his hands, his feet, and then you can slide him in easily. The back has a zipper, and there's a little Velcro section here. The zipper goes all the way down. This is just to hide it and create the illusion of the flap. So it's pretty awesome. And then you could have him here with the Mimic figure. The Mimic figure has limited articulation. The arms go up and down and the head turns a little, but that's it. But you could really create those fun little magic moments where he's dancing along with the Mimic. And I think it's just awesome to be able to have that look. So that is the real reason that I bought this figure, was exactly because of that look. So I think it's great. They did a great job. This guy was a fun little inclusion to get in there, but really the pajamas were just awesome to have for Groot. And I think he kind of rounds out the season and allows you to recapture a lot of those moments. I think the only other one they're missing is the potted Groot. So you can't really do that with this version of the figure. But they do have Baby Groot here, which is just awesome to have him in all his likeness here. I mean, he really looks like he just came off the screen. They did a great job capturing all those details. Very smooth lines on him, like I showed you with all the pieces. Hot Toys did a great job on this figure. And then if you're getting the set, definitely get the deluxe set. I think it's only like, I don't know, somewhere between $30 and $50 more, but it's worth it. I mean, you're getting the pajamas here and you're getting this additional figure. So it's a lot more in the set, but I mean, this really makes the set for me. I'm not sure if this is included in the standard version, the drawing here, but if it's not, it's another great thing that you're getting in this set. So it's definitely worth having this set for those reasons, because it gives you a little bit more of the season and gives you a little bit more fun with Groot, because the pajamas make him look awesome. So that is your complete look at everything in the box from the Hot Toys I Am Groot Deluxe set. Well, we hope you enjoyed this look at the Deluxe I Am Groot set from Hot Toys. I know we enjoyed it. I know this guy enjoyed it. Look at his smile. Amazing set. Absolutely phenomenal detail, as is to be expected with Hot Toys. I mean, you're getting what you pay for, and that's top notch. Like I said, I believe this is life size for Baby Groot. Like when you're looking at teenage Groot, obviously bigger, but Baby Groot, as you see him fitting on people's shoulders, like this is the size. Like he is not bigger than this. I thought he was just a little bit taller, but I went into the Marvel database and looked, and this really is life size for Baby Groot. So they did a great job on that. I mean, we did a review of their other life size figure, Grogu, which was amazing. So you can check that review out as well. We loved Grogu. But yeah, this is a great set to get. Highly recommended. I think it retails around 300. Some sites are restocking it. It sold out really quick, the deluxe set. I mean, both sets did. It's an amazing job they did on this guy. They also have another version of him from Guardians 2 where he's wearing his little red vest. So they have that as well if you want to check that out. But this, I think, is just awesome. Totally worth it. So that is our last review before Comic-Con. We are heading out on Wednesday. We'll be there covering things day one. I think we'll start with the NECA booth. We love starting with the NECA booth, so I'll probably have that up on the site first, followed by a bunch of other ones. So as always, you give me comments like, hey, can you get that a little bit closer? I want to see that. Or hey, I noticed something in the case you missed, or I want to see more of. Or can you stop by and cover this? I always make my best attempt to do that. So just let us know in the comments and we'll try to accommodate you. So that is all for this time. As always, like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you guys next time.